Guys, today I'm going to tell you how to find the journal that you want to publish your data or your research. So some of you guys already asked that question from you, how to find that journal that you want to publish your research. So I'm going to help you with that. So these are some stuff that I learned that probably helpful for you when you want to publish your data in future. So I think you may heard about there's something called impact factor. So if you don't know what is impact factor is, that is the number of times that a selected journal, for the selected articles in a journal, is cited within a year or like within a few years. So they actually calculated whether it's cited more or not. Depending on that, they have different impact factors for different journals. So if you type any journal that you want to publish your article, they will give you, if they have impact factor, they will give you what is the impact factor is. So how you actually know which journal you need to publish, whether it's a good journal to publish. So there's one method you can use is the impact factor, but it's not the only method, but there's one method you can use for the to find out what are the good journals that you can actually publish your data. So if the impact factor is high, that means these journals are really good. Again, it's not the only factor you need to think about, but there are more than there are more than in other factors that you can actually check. So one is that impact factor. So if that, for example, if you look at the Nature or Springer, like that kind of journals, they have like high impact factors. That means there are so many people actually cited those articles, and that means there's a high chance that they will see your research if they actually accepted it. So that's the one method. So if you have if you select a journal that has a high impact factor, that means it's a good article, and if it is a low impact factor, that means it's not really a good journal. For example, if you see impact factor near to 10, 9, 8, that means really good journals, and if the impact factor is 0, 1, that means really low impact factor on that journal. So that's one factor you can think about when you ready to publish your data. But that not only the one factor, because there are some journals actually they publish in good articles, but they don't actually consider about they're going to publish their impact factor. So that means there could be good journals but without any impact factor. So it's fine. So you have to read those articles and see how many people they actually cited, and see whether they have good information, good format, and this reliable information that you can actually think people will cite it. And if you think that's a good journal, then probably that's a good idea too. And the second thing is, when you want to find which journal you want to publish, then you can go to the Google Scholar and then type the keywords in your research. For example, if it is related to that's I'm telling research that I'm doing, that's if it's related to type 1 diabetes, so I can type type 1 diabetes or the diabetic patients, or if the method I'm using that kind of main keywords that I'm using in my research article, and see what are the best journals that I can actually publish. And if you see the journals, or if you see the articles that have those keywords, and there's a more chance that you can actually publish your data. That's another one. And other one is you can actually go to the Springer Suggester. I can put your link below, and if you go to Springer Suggester, then you have to actually submit your abstract and the title and the keywords in a Springer Suggester. Then they will actually find where you actually want to publish your data. And I think those are the 3 methods I can tell you that actually help and works to find a good journal to publish your data. Sometimes it depends on what your professor want to publish where your professor want to publish your data, and sometimes it depends on what kind of data you have and what kind of quality in your figures and data that you have, and it's depend on how you're going to publish and where you're going to publish your research. So I think this may helpful for you. All this information reliable needs to be considered when you thinking to publish your research. See you in the next video.